Nuke, our first map of the series. Extra Salt taking on paiN Gaming, and our final best of 3 of the day here for the B stream of DreamHack Open. And Extra Salt over on the CT side. paiN with the buy-ups here. We've got Bigu here with the smoke flash and the P250, and the fuse kit over on JT for the CT side.
Yeah, Extra Salt gonna run boost OC up towards the top garage by the looks of it to try and get a grab towards outside, but immediately punished by Bigu's there. A great start out for the T side to get themselves the opening pick.
Such a difficult sort of run boost as well to hit accurately the first time around. So seeing that come in and get shut down immediately is a huge, huge pickup, obviously, for the T side line. Distractions coming in, the CT's focused towards the outside. They will get Bigu's there to drop. Meanwhile, the hit has come through into the A play, and they've got that bomb plant down.
Used all of that utility, unfortunately. They've got the key in from JT, but no flash to try and get Marky into that heaven position. Try and see if they can force the T-side out into the open, and now the kills are starting to trickle in. PKL and Safe left to try and see if they can clutch it together. Great USP shots coming through, and Safe out towards this hub position. They're going to stick the bomb and get the trade in together. Great crosshair placement coming in from Extra Salt, looking very, very crispy in the pistol round.
Yeah, and simple headshots coming through. Extra Salt able to maintain presence and just dominating simple shots, it seemed, towards headshots. I think that they got at least 4 of those kills came in on the retake with just simple shutdown, headshot angles. That's a fantastic pistol to open up here for the Extra Salt side. paiN did get that bomb plant in, and they're going to go Hero AK here. It did look like they might have half-bought or maybe just like, eco-invested, get the rifles out early into the 3rd round, but here they are with Deagles in the AK for PKL. And OC with the Fama rounding towards the outside. We'll try and support the other Fama that's playing into the outside control.
It's one of those buys you don't see very often, but you've got to make sure you're utilizing it correctly, getting damage in from that AK, making sure that you're limiting the CT economy as much as possible. A lot of rifles being upgraded here from Extra Salt going into the 2nd round. That single SMG out for Marky. It looks like it's going to be the majority of the outside control coming through, with at least a bit of a jiggle peek in from Ramp that's already dealt with from JT.
Burst up PKL dealing with Fang next to a 4-on-4. paiN trading, and that Hero AK does do its damage, but he's also damaged to his own right. Hardzal may have to receive the weapon, being the only other player with Kevlar now for paiN Gaming. They're going to make their way downstairs through Secret and look onto the lower levels of the map. There is no one here that can contest. There's no one in Ramp Room. They've got a player over at Garage who could be the closest player to rotate in from Secret, but for the most part, this is a completely uncontested bomb site.
A slow walk in, and you've got to imagine that it's at least a post plant, right, in this sort of position, knowing that the AK is still in play. PKL is relatively low, so maybe does chuck that over at some state to his teammate that's just got the body Kevlar, but things looking very good here. 25 seconds left on the clock. Open up the double doors, get that bomb down, get the extra money.
Doors open. JT quickly responds towards it, sees the player coming out of the decon door. Does he expect double doors to be contested? He should now. He swings, takes that hit on the first, deals with PKL the second. Now 2 standing, that bomb could be denied. Just about. JT comes in with that 3rd kill. 4th kill, actually, I should say. And now there's no time for the plant. Safe's going to go down with $450 to the bank. Extra Salt stalling paiN as long as they possibly could and decimating their economy on the 3rd round.
That's perfect. And we saw a couple of opportunities in which Rebirth could have done that on Mirage. You see exactly what JT realizes there. The in-game leader for this Extra Salt side sees the player out for decontamination, looks at the time and realizes there's no way he's going to get the bomb down. Let's kill him after time. No one peek at all. Wait for that timer to run out, and Safe, well, he's going to be on a clock going into round 3.
Got no choice in the matter. Still buying a smoke. And getting money line back in line with the rest of the paiN Gaming camp. The AKs on 4 individuals could, in theory, still win out the rounds themselves, but they've still got a hell of a task if they want to try and do so. A minute and 20 to the clock. The AKs of paiN playing towards outside here on 1 individual, but 4 inside, looking like they want to go for an upper take. Might also lean in towards the ramp control. JT is seeing what's going on here, but it's just passive contact. No kills, no damage.
A bit of an off angle coming out for JT, and he really wants to try and take this fight out towards ramp rather than falling back downstairs. Does do a lot of damage to the T side, but they lose the advantage, and even PKL gets off Fang out from that secret position. 5-on-3 now for the Ts.
Mostly backed up players drop down into the B bomb site. Several individuals to contest Marky in particular, or make his way out and out towards the observation window. Flash is evaded, it goes way too high, and Marky can get that one kill in, but only the one kill with the AK. OC training one player back over towards the outside control. Incendiary's in from Sonic as he tries to contest the position. Spray is completely blind, can't find these frags, can't find these kills. And paiN looking like they might just secure the bomb site here. Extra Salt might want to consider the save calls, and you can see that OC's already rotating out, so Sonic will go ahead and join him.
Smart call there from Extra Soul. If they turn it back to a 2v2, then they maybe could have tried their luck at it, knowing the amount of utility that they have. But in a 2 versus 3 position, unless someone from paiN overextends and tries to fight you, then there's just no way that that's going to happen on the retake, especially with the low HP player of OC. Hardsail's going to try and go hunting. There is a player out towards that credit card position, but it's not quite going to happen. First on the board for the paiN side. Very nicely done. And it all started off with being able to deal with JT. And then from there, that started scrambling the rotations for Fang to start getting aggressive out from Secret.
And paiN nice and solidifying their position. Very good way to get themselves back under control, especially considering that Safe's money is still going to be in a little bit of a wreck here. It's going to be better than his teammates who have had to force invest into this next round. paiN Gaming with a couple $100 on Bigger Zera and Hardzal, but still maintaining control of the round itself. But now with the buybacks coming through, they could well shut down Extra Salt and reset them completely. The UMP of Fang will be ready to try and deny that. UMP aggressing very heavily towards outside. They have no idea. PKL caught off guard. That's a huge frag to find. And Fang does not get greedy, does not try and look for that AK. He just falls back to the site defensive.
Yeah, that's incredibly disciplined, isn't it? Find that first, not try and look for any more. Because Zera's now going to start to pull at least a play out towards this ramp control. But JT last time around tried to stay alive for a little bit too long. This time he just drops in the lower bomb site, and Extra Salt were able to hold onto that man advantage, but they give up the ramp from control.
Still a minute to the clock, and the bomb's making its way down. Nekiz will try and lead the charge look into the Hell entrance. And see nothing of the CT forces. They have got 2 players down here on the B site, though. They've taken that distraction time to rotate presence and try and see if they can read out this B site control. JT looking to the left and right hand entrances to the site itself from the ramp room. Smokes on, flashes over. JT turn away towards the dark entrance, and we'll see that one player do damage, take the kill on Bigger Zera, take a thing back of his own right, but that's 2 for nothing. He's got backup close towards him as well. That Molotov forcing him out. He still does damage to Hardzal. A 2-for-1 trade allows Sonic to reposition towards decontamination. Tried to land the bomb. Plant just gets that kill in. A hair too late, though. CTs can rotate for the retake.
And now it gets difficult for the last couple of players. Safe and Nekez need to try and work together. And even for Nekez, he's so incredibly low. Extra Salt have got kits in place so they can start to slow it down, try and make sure that they force those T-side players out into the open. But so far, Nekez is holding out towards the Rafters position. Gets that first kill, needs to try and work on his teammate, finds 2. He's done wonders.
And OC will try to clean up the next player here as the trades do come back, and Extra Salt, despite the great efforts of paiN Gaming, will still be able to secure that 3rd on the CT retake, and a very, very nice position being held there by the CT forces. Quickly responding to paiN Gaming's opening round as well. The money's still a little bit awkward again. We mentioned those players that bought down. Safe, Nekiz, and PKL should be able to invest, but we're looking at Mac 10s and Deagles for the follow-up round for paiN Gaming, so not ideal considering the M4s have 2 AKs to bolster themselves on Extra Salt.
Now, paiN haven't really seen any aggression coming out from like a top site play yet, or even a solo vent dive as of yet. So maybe that's something that we'll see going into round 5. Util starting to come through from the T roof from the T side. So expect a fast play in towards upper.
Flash in, starting caught off by Nekiz. Great opener. Secondary kill just about found by PK. OC will burn one player with his Molotov put out from heaven. He's still up there in heaven, and he's taken a passive angle on towards the squeaky door area, tapping through on the headshots, not quite landing. HE to his face. 7 HP and 5 HP for Hardzal and Nekiz, so there's still potential for easy trades against these 2 players. He's got to isolate their player back over towards the vent corner, however. And I think they want to consider the save. OC's checking his exit position. Safe sneaking in the back lines, though, in from Hell. This could not be a fun time for OC. A kill will come through from Fang, at least, so we get to 1 exit, but now the CTs have got to fall back.
Safe knows there was a player out towards heaven, just gets the timing up. That was a really good wraparound coming in from lobby, going all the way in towards that ramp entrance and then out towards that last saving in player. They know that Fang was out towards T-spawn somewhere, so maybe try and put a little bit more into it. The economy's not great here for the T-sides. They can't afford to lose too much more than this. They will be able to find that last kill, be able to upgrade as well. But M4 to M4, not too much of an upgrade. So, second round up for paiN. Extra Salt. We've been kind of talking about how paiN have been in economical trouble, but let's have a look at the CT side because they're in some trouble too.
So much trouble they're taking a tactical timeout right here. Losing all of those weapons in the end of the extra frags, paiN Gaming will keep Extra Salt on the hurt. So despite the early advantages that they were taking, you know, obviously with the one player in safe that went down after time in one of the earliest rounds of the matchup, Extra Salt in the long term will be coming out worse for wear on the money lines. They're probably going to be an eco coming through from these guys. Actually, no, double eco probably. Sonic on $1,400, $1,900 lost bonus.
Got forced.
And yeah, they will force it. Fama's coming through, Scouts in on 2 players, and Deagle's in on 2 more. So yeah, this will be double eco for ES.
I was maybe expecting a bit of a lobby crunch coming through from Extra Salt in a buy like this, but you probably won't see it with double Scouts instead. Trying to get some presence towards this outside control from OC. Does have a teammate pushing up quite aggressively towards T-Red. PKL's just on the other side of that smoke, however.
Looking up in the back. Sees no CT aggression. They did have that UMP that tried to push forward initially in the couple of rounds ago. Extra Salt were able to work that in for the opening frag, but it's much more of a passive position. Fang does take face. That nade goes out to the back of Red Box, however, where there will be no damage done, but Neckers will still swing out, get that kill. Hards out deals with OC, and the Deagle in for Sonic sees one player, but doesn't get the frag still. Peeking against PKL. Close range on the headshots, but he's landing to the walls, so the adjustment's just not quite good enough here for ES. Again, at the weapon disadvantage with those key rifles taken out of play, the Scout and 2 Deagles are all that remain.
They already start to over-rotate out of this ramp control. JT with that Scout, gonna get mollied out, taking more damage as he peeks back into it. They do make a bit of an aggressive push out from lobby. Sonic finding one, really needs to be able to find a secondary kill. paiN have already started making their way into that lower bomb side. Sonic's continuing to do damage, however.
3-on-2 with him and JT, and they're going to try and go for this. AK picked up by one of the lone CT Rangers. JT probably going to hunt for the other one. Do they go for the save here? I believe they might just do so. That's actually an M4 that was dropped by the one T-side player, but yeah, Extra Salt going to hold on to these 2 rifles. As paiN will look to equalize very early here on T-side. 3-all, Extra Salt at least keeping a little bit into the next eco round, which is going to be better than the basic USPs that they would have otherwise. Perfect chance for a lobby crunch, I'd say. That might be the best strategy for them. Push those rifles into 2 different entries through Squeaky Door, through ramp, maybe even through the hut control if you want to replace Squeaky Door, but there are options here for Extra Salt, that's the point.
It depends on what they do with it, because 2 rifles in play, there is a decent chance that maybe if they play it out towards Secret or out from ramp where JT has normally been playing from and try and just drop to that lower bombs, like you just kind of try and hold on to at least the M4 and the AK, bring it into the next round, but there can be some damage dealers as well. paiN tying up the scoreline at 3-3 on their map pick, and it's revenge from the last time the Extra Assault were able to defeat them on this map of Nuke.
AK wrapping around, I'm going to look towards our portions of the secret control. Hards out, ready to receive here inside the hot position. Sonic is thinking about attempting a face. They aren't going to go for the lobby crunch here, but Sonic will try and swing, I think, or actually might just hold the angle and wait for the T-side to come to them. In the end, he does go out. See Hards out, do some damage. No kills found, however, by the T-side.
Yeah, Sonic gets out of there quickly. As soon as he starts hearing a bit of a contact, then there's just no way committing to the fight. Knowing that you're one of 2 players with rifles, you want to buy and give yourself the best advantage possible, and making a bit of a solo play like that's just not going to work. Masking out the sound, I think, from one of the players from T-Roof. They may not know that there's a player in lower.
Well, Sonic will open up, take out safe, and PKL will strike on one player. The lower CT doesn't even adjust against him. He's so focused on the ramp entrance. I believe the T's were going to cross past him, but still PKL gets that secondary kill. So, yeah, you're right. Masking out the sound, did not know that the window had been popped open, and as a result, it's a 4v3 with the M4 lost. Extra Salt might have to go for another save call.
That was really cheeky out from paiN. That was a nice little trick play from them. Another AK does get picked up to be pretty much saved instantly. Sonic gets a good timing to aggress out from hut to at least find that first player of safe to then allow OC to be able to get another weapon. And for an eco, I suppose you can look at that thinking, that's all right. It's nothing too major. Oh, that is major, though. I thought they threw that M4 away. When they took ramp control, I thought that they would have just taken it with them, but instead, Marky's looking for it. They get away with another rifle.
So 2 AKs and an M4 to carry forward into the next round for Extra Soul. I'd say that for an eco round with no investment whatsoever, that's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Something you keep the main weapons in check. Obviously, the AK that you had from the previous round stays in. The M4 was also staying in. The AWP can get brought down. The money line can look pretty decent. Not if they can justify a force buy after this round, but they can still have a decent basis to work off of going into the ecos. So yeah, Extra Soul, a lot to be happy about in that one. They will lose the lead though, that's nothing to be happy about at this stage, but we'll see whether they can get it back here in the early default. Sonic spraying through on the squeaky door. Nekiz is going to know his position. One player towards outside will try to see if he can flank around the smokes put up there towards the outer yard position. Sonic is going to have to try to challenge this player as well, but Nekiz forcing his way back in through squeak door.
AWP upgrade coming in from OC, and rather than playing outside towards credit card and garage, he's actually playing out towards that ramp control. Flash comes in from Sonic, another opener kill, does get tagged up by the AWP, trying to commit to the fight. He has to try and get some sort of help, and none of it's coming through. None of his teammates are even close to trying to help him out of that one, so we're back to a 4v4.
Yeah, should have started falling away very early on into that particular fight. Sonic not hitting his shots, his crosshair placement and spray control was very, very awkward there. Ultimately leading to his demise. Like you mentioned, 4-on-4 scenario, favor to Extra Soul because of the nature of the HP that was done, the damage that was done towards safe. AWP will swing towards outside. Look on credit card, I believe. I think he might have seen Fang. He feels like he did as the T's go for the fast exit in towards the A site. Marky held behind the Molotov, gets those 2 kills. Actually, JT steals it with the HE. Safe and Neck is training, however, OC responds with the AWP, so it's all left to Safe in the 1 versus 2, running into the fire. I don't know if he even knew about it, but either way, that's going to be a kill back for the Extra Salt side and the 4th to the board.
A very good crossfire being set there from Extra Salt towards that top site hit. We see that Marky is playing a bit of an off angle outside of the hut exit, and from there, him and OC were trying to work together with JT on the site to have a triple crossfire between the two, even on that rotation with the AWP out from ramp. And does tie up the scoreline again, 4-4. Both teams struggling to be able to maintain a lead here.
Smokes down, as standard. Fang try and hold out the outside control. They've got the smokes on towards the red box cross, however, so are they suspecting some secret control? They are, actually. OC's rotated back to the corridors. There's a gap in that smoke, though, so the real cross from the T-side players could be seen by Fang as they clear up, however. He gets back to some slightly harder cover. And the nades start to get set up for the T-side line. Looking to be some sort of ramp play here from paiN.
Yeah, that nade blows open a lot of the windows on that top site. I'm trying to see if they can maybe have like a bit of a smoke exit up towards heaven if they want to go for an A set piece. JT's starting to make a bit of an aggressive push. Another trade starts coming back, and JT's hearing these footsteps out from Trophy.
A 4v4 scenario. And Big is there. Look at how far aggressive he's found his way. Straight up in towards the heaven control. The CTs know nothing about this. This one player down on the lower floor is going to be dealt with by Safe instead. Now chance to swing back from heaven, and Fang, we haven't got an angle on PKL, so he'll get that trade in. JT is aware of the heaven player, though, and can't quite find his positioning. Picking towards outside, there's another T-side player that could get caught off guard. I think they walk past each other. And now the AK strikes on JT, doing tons of damage. 33 points of health. And surely there should be no way back to even get the trade, let alone get the round.
OC's getting hunted out from Secret, so even that might be a little bit of a difficult time. AWP is going to find another connection. OC has been very limited to his impact so far. Kind of talked about him a lot in the pregame of how much impact that he brings for this Extra Salt side, but it seems like no matter where he's positioning himself with that AWP, he's only really finding exit kills.
I mean, exit kills kind of been the name of the game so far for Extra Salt. They have struggled in general over the course of this map up. Keeping the weapons in play is going to be the main concern for OC. Again, the economy not quite there for ES. USPs across the board to play hero AWP in this round. Not ideal. It's been a very, very slow start to this game for Extra Salt. That does concern me a little bit going forward here. Got the smokes down of Half Play coming out with the MAC-10, hards out. hard out of the A site. Sonic will get the kill alongside Marky as well. There's two more CTs back here, and I don't even know if they're aware of this. Fang's going to reposition as Marky goes falling. Allen towards the heart. He escapes the site, grabs an AK and sets up a 3v3. OC makes it 2, however, as he gets the kill. Safe will respond.
Yeah, he's incredibly low, though. Then Fang peeks out onto PKL, meaning Safe that on AHP is going to dive into the vents, get to that lower bomb side. There's already a quick rotation coming in from OC with the AWP. Double doors opened up, smoke goes down. He's going to try and play the rotations and cut off at least one of them. Go back up from Secret to the A site.
Fang's already got this marked off here. He's looking under that Secret control. Eyes locked, Safe, rapid over. Is he going to get this headshot? No, he's absolutely not. And Fang reading that one like a book. Extra Salt will find themselves a 5th round. Keeping things within evens here. Touching distance of paiN Gaming, if not standing directly head-to-head towards them. Squared up. No bomb plant for the T side. Probably means that this will be an eco or a force buy. It is like a bit with force here, with Hardzao buying down into the AK. It'll be hero AK, in fact.
Yeah, paiN just looking to see if they can do damage in a round like this, and certainly on those ecos that we've seen from them in the past, they've been very successful. Fang's been able to push up quite aggressively towards that outside position. JT trying to get baited off a ramp, does hold his ground at least for a little while.
Nades on, trying to force players back from the smoke control, and the T's will start to fall away, and paiN play towards outside where Fang's already aggressive. He's going to find out damage on the 2 players, trying to get the 2 kills as well. Hardzao will trade it back. A 4-on-3 situation. Extra Salt still getting the info and getting the damage in.
Thinking to themselves, though, hang on a minute, there was an AK in the mix, so was this actually a force buy? Is that a half buy investment? What actually buy is this? And now they've got 2 AKs to work with. Unfortunately, Hardzao's the only player with armor, so the aim punch is certainly going to be a bit of an issue. And even trying to cross towards Secret's not going to be easy either. They've only got 1 smoke in play. They're going to go back into lobby. CTs have already taken that, though. Yeah,
they're ready for this. Sonic backed him into the corner. Marky's ready for some sort of a play downstairs from the roof. Biggest error dealt with. Sonic sees that gun barrel, takes him down. Trying to reposition, perhaps? Stay in the same angle. There's a swing back from the bomb planter. Goes down the same. 2 kills to his name. Sonic up against Neckers. The Deagle standing by. And he'll fall down to the CT side of Marky. 6 to the board of Extra Salt. They have the lead now against paiN once again.
Yeah, nicely done. And we see that from Extra Salt, where there's always a lot happening on the map on their CT side. We've got JT that's using util, trying to hold them at bay out from Trophy. Then Fang starts pushing outside. And while he starts getting aggressive, then the lobby players of both Sonic and Marky start making a bit of a play themselves. paiN Gaming are able to lose that lead now and lose the economy. I mean, look at the buy coming into round 12. They've even got a Mac 10.
Money problems across the board here, and it seems to swing back and forth. Sometimes it's for paiN, sometimes it's for Extra Salt. It has been a very slow kind of game coming in from these 2 teams. Kind of one where paiN going to be very careful about how they take face here. Smokes down towards outside again, going to cross towards Secret. OC is ready for this with the AWP though. He has been limited, but now's his chance to get the impact frags in. Incendiaries from the T side, forcing his player forward. He'll burn at 28, but still get the kill on PKL and force paiN to go passive here.
Look at the way he's repositioning, creating himself a different angle, even finds a secondary kill. Could be on for a little bit more, bring those rotations. Oh, even gets another one. The T side losing so many players at this lower bomb side, and JT's even stuck his way in.
Safe and Hardzao now sandwiched in. The AWP is going to get baited. Fang's just going to back off like, no thank you. Incendiary will just stop them from making their way further forward, and JT is on the site. How do Hardzao and Safe recover this from here? Like, this is going to be such a difficult affair. 37 seconds left. Safe's going to open up decon door. JT's going to get the info. Adjust against it, but keep his eyes on observation window. The Molotov in towards dark. That's not where he is, boys. Any other utility to use? AK looks up and actually isolates the kill, so they managed to bring it back to a 2 versus 2.
Looking promising here from paiN. Quick rotate out towards that right-hand side of ramp, and a HE coming in, not doing a massive amount of damage. Fang gets tagged up, the AWP's peek straight back in, and Safe is yet to try and clutch.
Oh, Nader in his position though, gonna tag him down. If not, Fang will get the spray towards the M4, and that's exactly what he does. And this will be Extra Salt in with the 7th CT side. Now currently getting the momentum back towards their favor. an encouraging sign as well, because the last time they played against paiN, they started off on T side and had to get a 9-6 half in on that T side to get themselves the dominating scoreline that they were able to find in the end. So they get 9-6 on CT, then that does initially indicate things might be going their way. But obviously still got a little bit of time to get to that position. And once again, it's Hero AK buy from paiN, getting a bit more of a half around the AK itself. And very quickly in towards lobby control. This looks to be a very fast hit.
They love these Hero AK rounds, and maybe that is the big reason why they're struggling economy-wise, is that they keep upgrading so much into these ecos. The JT consistently playing different angles. Lots of information comes out. He saw at least 3 players out from ramp.
A minute and 20 in paiN. Have forced the CTs away. They've going to be feeling some pain, especially on Bigger Zero, who's been tagged to 52 very early on. They are making their way into the B site here. There are a couple players, again, that can defend it in Fang and JT. The AWP of OC sees nothing. But the AUG could be on to do something here. The window's been popped open. He starts swinging. He's going to get very aggressive towards his position, take that frag back. Nice nade onto the center of mass. Doing quite a lot of damage. Swings back with that spray transfer. It is up against pistols, but that's impressive nonetheless. And Neck is left alone to ace clutch this round now with the bomb being dropped. The CT's know where he is. Does do some damage, but doesn't even get the kill on OC.
This has got to be the most dominant streak of rounds we've seen from either team so far. Extra Salt have been able to get 5 rounds in a row, and they really haven't allowed a massive amount of bomb plants over from the paiN Gaming side. While we saw the Brazilians getting off to a really decent start after losing the pistol when it came to the early rifle rounds, it seems like that whole momentum basis has kind of fallen away from them relatively quickly. Is this a triple stack up towards this ramp control? They might start to get aggressive with this AWP.
That's what they're doing here. Both JT and OC. OC gets shut down. JT with a swing. He gets that secondary kill. With another spray. And the AUG pops off the Extra Salt. Or pick back up. Bomb being dropped in the open. I'm pretty sure JT's seen it. Either way, Necky's got to face towards him. That shot not quite going to land, so JT gets out of dodge, but it's still a 4 versus 2 scenario.
Damn, what a sick round that was from Extra Salt. They bring Fang in towards that ramp control too lower to get over towards Secret, and they start slow walking in. Although the AWP doesn't quite find the first connection from OC, JT trades it back. Now, paiN have been able to show some presence from Secret, but JT finds his 4th kill of the round.
Unreal from him, and he got the spray transfer in the previous round as well, so again, eco pistols, all 4 rifles. JT is having some massive impact. He has that AWP still in play, PKL for a 4K clutch of his own. That nade opening up the windows here, trying to sell some sort of mistake perhaps. I mean, it doesn't really matter. He's going to come in from the ramp room regardless, whether it's downstairs or upstairs. He's got to face JT, and JT has been so good so far here. 15 kills, top fragger of the matchup, and that's swinging, potentially get a 16th. No, PKL pre-fires the angle, takes the player down, grabs that bomb, going to rotate into the B site. That's the best call from here. Both CTs are upstairs.
Yeah, they could dive into the vents, but this is promising for at least a bomb plant, right? Smoke goes down, try and plant straight in it. Extra Salt on rotations incredibly quickly, and PKL's going to start to reposition, get back over towards that ramp entrance, or not.
Great flashes in, edge of the smoke, sees that next player, but Sonic shuts him down, grabs the round again. And paiN, despite their best efforts, are just not quite going to make it happen here. It was a great clutch attempt, but in the end, too much for PKL to handle. Now we're looking at 9-5 for Extra Salt. Potentially attempt towards their board. paiN did get that bomb plant in, so it bolsters the final buy of the half itself. And the slow methodical styles are currently working better for the CT forces.
Yeah, they're getting a lot of control on the CT side, and they're reading the game well too. They're positioning themselves lovely. And paiN Gaming just haven't had enough adaptations. We haven't seen like an upper hit in God knows how long. I think we've seen it once so far in this entire T-side half. No vent dives have really come in. We've seen either ramp or secret control be the main sort of crux of their whole defensive. Nade comes in, an aggressive play in from Sonic allows Snickers to get the first pick and make it 2.
His pre-aims have been absolute god tier so far. His adjustments are even better. Fang takes that frag back now. JT swinging in. Fang's on side. 2 kills to his name. Safe trades back JT. And Bigger Zero shuts down the last player in very quick succession. It will go 9-6 for Extra Salt as we go to a break. Looking at a close half, favor of Extra Salt, 9-6 going in towards their T side, but it's the same as their previous matchup where they had a T side advantage at 9-6 coming out into their CT side. So, might seem a little bit confusing at first, but this does indicate maybe positive energies for Extra Salt going into our second half of this matchup. Will it be a dominant showing from them, or will paiN put something up in the pistol to shut them down? USP, the CZ in for Big Azera, utility in for JT over on the T side line as Extra Salt set themselves up inside.
Very passive out for the T side, but there is a really big bait setup coming out here from ramp, and they might just be running straight into it.
Shot in from Nekis, takes out one good trade, but only that one trade. OC, Fang, and Marky and JT cleaning up kills out towards that ramp control and halfway across the map. PKL is suddenly alone after a very, very quick execute comes through down towards the B side. They will get that bomb plant in, and without the kit in play, I don't think he's really got a chance.
PKL's thinking to himself, what happened there? Didn't we have 3 players at ramp? How am I the last one left to try and clutch out at 1 versus 4? He gets out for decontamination. First player from Sonic, but there's so many more T-side players around that once they swing out from the ramp entrance, that round is finished. 10 on the board now, double digits up for Extra Salt. And you've kind of got to expect a force buy here coming out for paiN, seeing if they can deliver back, be able to try and bring it back in their favor, get a little bit of pressure on their opposition or not. Is this like the first time today we've actually not seen a team force buy on round 2?
I think so. Something along those lines.
At least if we've seen it, it's been like once.
Yeah. You must imagine so, you know, like something along the lines of like a very limited space. Honestly, just off the top of my head, I can't think of one. I might have to go back to the demos, but for now, paiN, happy to see the 11th. Go back to the rifles in the back of it. JC might still get overwhelmed by the pistols. He makes his way right past him in the midst of the smoke. Spam through on these pistols overall, doing the HP numbers, but Sonic swings back, gets Nekis, almost gets PKL as well. That Molotov should force him out of the way. Big Azera does get JT in the end. Finally, Sonic gets that kill on the individual on the A side. OC chimes in on safe. One player back towards CT spawn. Marky's seen him. Big Azera is on 1 point of health, so he's like a breeze away from being a goner. And hey, again, more kills are coming through, you know, they're doing some damage here on CT.
They're doing a lot more than I thought they'd be able to do. This is like a pretty much harsh eco. They upgraded just that one Zeus, and I think that was it, and they've been able to get away with a couple of kills. If they can make it a 3, that would be even better. Mac 10 starting to round the corner up against Fang. Not going to happen. And Big Azera, well, they don't need to hunt him at all. They knew that he was out here deep in towards the CT spawn. And it's because it's up against an eco, they can just say, right, we'll leave you there. And Extra Salt going to be able to find their 11th. But there is still a fight coming through from Marky. Confidence.
Yep. Nice and easy again, knowing he was so low. So get that kill. Secure the round, shut down paiN, keep the 3 rifles in play, the 2 AKs in play. Get the rifles up for the paiN gaming side. Again, Eco in that last round sees the M4s and the AUG coming through. The Fama for Nekis could be a problem, but they also have a Galil on the T side, so not exactly like Extra Salt are on the massive advantage here. Nades up, incendiaries down on towards hot control. AUG ready to face. Will deal with Marky, taking his head off his shoulders in the midst of the air. Dead before he even hits the floor. Big Azera will get a secondary kill. JT can trade it. Looking back down towards the outside control and pushing in from main as a player at Squeaky Door. Sonic gets the kill on Nekis, but Big Azera shuts him down. 3 versus 2. PKL on site. They're going to line up for that player. OC takes a ton of damage and does not get traded, but right now, trying to focus on trying to get towards the site. The HE will shut him down, though. No chance in hell.
And we could just see the difference that that's now made after that initial rifle round goes the way of paiN of what the economy looks like here from Extra Salt. You've got a lot of players very, very limited. The buy's going to be coming back into a force buy, but we'll probably see pistols coming through for both JT and Sonic. Galil coming home through Marky, a couple of AKs for Fang and OC. This buy is looking pretty horrendous, and this could be a great opportunity for paiN to really start to kickstart their campaign on the CT defense and really start scrounging up some rounds. UMP aggressive towards this outside control has already done a lot of damage.
Facing in, burst through the 2 M4s, the 3 automatic weapons back here, actually looking on towards Squeak Door. All for a single pistol. Sonic takes that small gap in the firing squad, that small moment of hesitation to get himself downstairs into the B-side contact. Finding a bit of an early advanced position there for the T-side to make their way up. The incendiaries will try to stop them. Won't be all that successful for the most part here. The smokes will last for a little bit longer, but still Sonic is going to get traded back as the opening kill goes the way of paiN.
Extra Salt really struggling to be able to sort of even get their control down towards this lower bomb site. Like, they've taken a lot of damage in response. They've lost the opening man, and there's already 2 CTs here at lower.
Taps through. AK's holding, M4's watching JT with that Tech 9. Sneak door opening up at the double doors. Flash is going over. They're trying to force these players away. And we'll get him to fall back out position. There's going to be a kill on safe, so something comes through. OC deals with Hardzal, and the T's are starting to bring this back. The bomb plant can be secured. Doesn't come down just yet. They're still hunting to try and force positions away from paiN, and potentially get some more kills in the interim, but finally that plant is going to be forced out.
paiN are not in a great position here at all. It didn't look like they were going to be in this kind of a situation, but you've even got like players backing off. Are they already thinking about saving? Taking their time about it. They've got a little bit of utility, but none of the HEs and incendiaries to force the Ts in the open. They might just save here. Yeah,
I mean, the HP numbers definitely feel like they should do it, and that's where they're going to go. Because they're backing off. No one's down left towards the lower part of the site, and that is a pretty huge win there for Extra Salt. Heavy investment, not a lot of weapons to work with, and still they come up on top. A 12th to the board of the T side, now putting themselves at a 5-round lead above paiN Gaming. In a round that really they shouldn't have won by all accounts. I mean, they're still going to take it at the end of the day. But paiN losing out a pretty big one to the Ts.
Yeah, 5 rounds the difference, and for paiN Gaming, they can't afford to sort of lose rounds in those kind of positions. They had a lot of advantages with the opening man advantage, with the damage already done, with the 2 players at lower, but just not being able to really get that crossfire together allows Extra Salt to take the full site control, and from here, maybe starts taking control of this T side. Upper execution maybe coming through from Extra Salt, lining up this utility. Default molly out towards the T side from OC.
It's been in a skylight. Flashbang also to follow suit. Great smoke down from Big Azir. That's right, stopping from pushing him out of position. He holds his nerve, but has no vision. Gets that kill. He swings out to the left-hand side. Sees Marky as well as overwhelmed with the numbers game. Neckers with the UMP on site. Gets 2 kills. OC trades him. And now PKL coming in from Squeak Door. Fama up from heaven. OC just gets that kill as PKL turns back at the worst possible moment here. The timing's awkward as OC pops off, gets those 3 kills. You said it's been limited, but now he's getting his chance in. Still gets traded by Hardzal, but not for long. Sonic holds the round together for Extra Salt, getting unlucky 13 to the T-side board.
Oh, it's getting tougher and tougher here for paiN. That seemed to be, from the start of the initial contacts, a pretty decent hold. They have an advantage. The UMP gets a couple of kills. They're starting to reposition on the site, and then OC just comes absolutely nuclear, gets a massive amount of kills to bring it back in favor, and trades off one another to allow Sonic to win the clutch.
And the fast plays out of the MAC-10. JT wants the money. He wants to show that his mouse is perfect as well. Straight in on 2 kills, headshots on both. OC ready to deal with any aggression out towards ramp, but the bomb's going down here, and this eco has just been shut down with sheer speed of Extra Salt.
Yeah, hold on to that CZ, but maybe look for an exit, right? Just see if you can get 1 kill. Maybe not. We'll see what happens, but that MAC-10 for JT is probably looking to try and farm up some more money too. Extra Salt getting closer and closer to their 16th USB in the backline. Will get 1 kill. Can they try and pick up the weapon though?
Don't think they will. Sonic will just catch off safe. USP does get the MAC-10 to fall. Got Fang also to deal with around the outside. Good dink off, but the AK keeps it together, so all 3 AKs can stay in. Extra Salt can bolster the economy and continue to keep the heart on paiN, but at this stage, the main concern is going to be that scoreline. 14-7, and it might be even more one-sided for Extra Salt compared to their last outing on Nuke.
Difficult to think that paiN won both pistols and both conversions and are down 7-14. It's been the rifle rounds that have just really tiptoed the scales in favor of the Extra Salt side. Safe's going to get that AWP outside. They're even running double orbs going into round 22.
I have to get something out of this investment because it's so heavy here. Such a heavy buy down for paiN that they won't be able to afford another good buy off the back of it if they lose round 22. Smokes on will cover up all the gaps here and allow them to cross out towards Secret or Garage. It needs to be a Garage play here from Extra Salt. Molotov just trying to block them off here. JT just bursting through, but so far no casualties found, only just damage done towards JT.
Safe is playing incredibly passive out towards the CT spawn. That's always a difficult angle to try and check, especially if it's an AWP. Opening fine gets found by Bigger Zera to get the opening man. Can make it too. Sloppy spray out for PKL. Does end up finding a second as he repositions over towards the garage entrance.
That's a big set of frags. The Fine are going to try to spray through on that corner, but still, PKL maintains his position and maintains his life in Extra Salt. Suddenly looking like they might be in a very bad position here. Orbs on Safe, expecting more outside control. 30 seconds remaining. Marky ducked down, evading that Orbs position, going to make his way in through the main control. Did he see that? Or he doesn't matter, because Fang's going down, back them outside control, and Safe will deal with the last here. All 5 alive for paiN Gaming, and just pull down the PKL, really, just on the outside control, stopping them from making their way in and taking control of that garage area. They're definitely trying to work in towards what seemed to be a backstab position, and as soon as it got shut down, the round was over.
The Extra Salt have been utilizing a lot of map presence on this T side, and that was one of the first encounters in which they struggled with it. We saw they brought a lot of players out towards the garage entrance, maybe try and see if they get some control of lockers and either look for an A split or try and get some control out to ramp, but you can't even think about those logistics because, well, they can't even get into those positions. PKO out from main, able to get a couple of kills. That really deep player in CT of Safe was even able to deal with Marky. Probably one of the best rounds we've seen from paiN all game.
Yeah, they've had a real good time in that last round, but will it carry forward? Again, the concern is Extra Salt still being so high up here. They're going to be up on the buyback. Deagle and Mac-10 around the AK, so it's not 100% confident, but there's still going to be 3 rifles that they can work with, of which one of them will try to get out towards the wallbang positions here on the hut control. Bigger Zera is not going to take any damage to return here. PKL will get tagged up slightly, as will JT, but nothing significant here in the early round. Extra Salt going for the same utility setup as a couple of rounds ago.
Yeah, Molly's in towards that upper bomb site, get those flashes through and probably just get Sonic to try and entry out, see if he's able to find a couple of kills. They struggled to do this last time. Players playing anti-flash. Nick gets towards the rafters, only getting 1. The trade's good for the T side, and PKL again sloppy on the spray.
They all lined up for him though, so there was a perfect chance that he could have got a 3K spray down. No headshots found, unfortunately, a little bit too low with the aim, and paiN now with both of the Orbs locked out of the site, a very difficult retake to make happen. Maybe if they had an M4 at their disposal on the outside control, but I don't think that's the case, and neither do they. Save call inbound for paiN, and it will be map point for Extra Salt. Once again, the favorite team being up in the first map of the series in the pick of their opposition. And that's concerning for the Brazilian camp.
It is very concerning. Very much so. If this was Extra Salt's map pick, I don't think it would have been too much of a thought, right? Oh, 15-8, Extra Salt up, favorites in the series. But when this is your map pick, a Nuke, then you're looking for just anything, right? Frustration must be at an all-time high that you're just not converting some of these rounds. And, well, Extra Salt, look, their track record on Nuke speaks for itself. They're on a 4-map winning streak. They're 8-1 in the last 3 months. Their only loss was to Recon 5. Outside of that, they've had some really dominant performances out on Nuke.
Yeah, they have. Ops in, M4's out. Of course, facing in towards the outside control for paiN. And the AWP here of Hard is going to try and look onto the back lines and catch up the players that make their way in from the ramp entrance. But just damage being done in minimal amounts here. Not even that much action. There's no damage, actually. I just thought there was like tiny tags. There wasn't any at all. Just faces in, getting information, banging in some utility. But Extra Salt has set for the full-blown execution, and it looks to be coming in right about now. Molotov's in, Nick is repositioned to the back of the site. One player dies through the vents, and Hardstyle catches a kill on Fang, actually, downstairs in the vent position. So that's a start out for Extra Salt.
No scope coming through, and that really disrupts their whole plans of trying to dive into that lower bomb side. Slow walk out towards a hub face. Sonic gets the trade, but it's still a mad disadvantage. Sonic's got to find more, and they're just getting picked apart now.
Yeah, Neck is falling next, 3-on-2. paiN currently at the advantage. Incendiaries continue to try and deny the bomb plant position, but it still comes down from Marky. OC Keeping his eyes on towards Squeaky and holding out towards the event position. If he holds out towards this corner, he might catch off all three CTs because they're all going to be entering in from main in the vents position. Flash is turned away from footsteps being heard. Damage will be done there. PK are holding the angle. Still the burst through. Force that play off angle. Transfers his spray towards the York, but doesn't get the frag. And now Marky's got all the info he needs, but on 31 points of health. Needs to isolate the headshots first and foremost. Gets the kill. Repositions back out towards the hot position. 5 points of health on a spray. And the fuse is being stuck. The flashbang coming through. And he's going to stick it. Marky's not going to peek. And paiN will secure themselves a survival round. Even taking out Marky after time. As we go 15-9.
Oh, that's balls of steel there coming out from Hardzao, realizing that I've got a chance to just stick in this bomb. Marky, if he was probably on 100 HP, maybe he swings out, but he knows that if that bomb is being tapped and he swings in the open, there's no way he's going to win the fight. He's got to hope that it's not being stuck, and it is that sort of case. paiN gets a 9 rounds up on that CT side. Bai comes back in from Extra Soul, and Nickers goes aggressively to the top of Garage to start off round 25.
Not sure why. They haven't really gone for much upper silo control. A couple of rounds ago, I think they did have it on the Extra Soul side, but for the most part, it's just been sort of like standard defaults towards the ground floor. Out towards ramp, in towards Squeak Door. Well, that's a Squeak Door default. They get shut down by Big Azera immediately in against Sonic. Taking that opening frag. Utility set standard here. Having players away, Orpa safe, gets a second kill on Marky, so 5v3, got another player to face him. Does bait in the AWP shot at the very least. Nade back, an AK here towards the hell entrance will try and stop the T-side from making their way forward.
Oh, they do actually bait out Hardzao, so there's a chance now for them to kind of work with this AK and try and see if they can find an advantage elsewhere on the map. Outside control comes in and Nickers loses the fight to JT, 3-on-3.
Those trades are crucial as well, because if they find themselves at the man advantage, Extra Salt could be in for winning the round and the game as a result. PKL gives up his position, OC takes the kill, and now Big Azera and Safe working in towards outside. JT's ready for him as well, repositioning, seeing that player. Spray goes well, and the patience from Extra Salt baiting in paiN and picking them apart piece by piece. They win map 1.